mic on.
Okay, you guys are live. I'm going to go listen to you.
Welcome to Blackjack's.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Blackjack Stewart Arena. ASTV Productions coverage of this game tonight between the Piot Mound Hockey Academy U17 Front Male Buffaloes taking on the International Hockey Academy team. I am going to be your play-by-play commentator for tonight's matchup, Graham Forsyth, joined by Cody Wall, my color commentator. And Cody, it's almost like the boys are back in town, but almost, because I'm in my basement while you're out in Piot Mound. Are you excited for these two teams to go at it here tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Preparing for this game. I'm thinking it's going to be a very tight matchup. Often when these two teams do play, they're often pretty close games and very entertaining games. So definitely after taking a bit of some time off last week, I'm excited to be back here in Piot Mound covering some hockey here for the Buffalo. And as we are here in Blackjack Stewart Arena, here we have both teams.
Not too sure what is happening right now, folks. Our apologies. Are trying out something new tonight that we have not done yet for a broadcast, connecting from Piot Mound to my house. So I'm not too sure if Cody Wall can hear me, but these two teams going at it here tonight. First of 3 games this weekend between the two clubs, and with playoffs on the horizon, both these teams looking for some confidence heading in to the playoffs with some big performances this weekend.
But he's saying he can't hear you.
He's saying I can't hear him.
Talk. Don't whisper, talk to me.
Okay, he says he can't hear me.
Yeah, but I need to know if I can hear you.
Okay. He said he couldn't hear, so he started talking. He said I dropped out.
Need him to shut up.
Oh, no.
Which one's you?
All right, so we're here in Blackjack Stewart Arena here watching the boys getting ready for playoffs here, as Graham mentioned. We got some entertaining matchup coming up here. As I mentioned before, both these teams always have a close game when they do play, and I think today is going to be just like every other. Looking at the past matchup, looks like IHA and Piot Mound Buffaloes did have their last matchup go into a shootout, with the Buffaloes being able to pull out the lead in that one 4-3. Definitely an entertaining game back and forth anytime you do get extra time. Not anymore.
And it seems like we are having some technical difficulties, folks.
Now I can hear him.
It seems like we can't hear each other now. Cody, are you able to hear me down there, man?
Hey, Graham. Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
It is tough to hear you right now. I do gotta say it is pretty faint. Once again, to all our viewers, we do apologize for some of the technical difficulties we may be having tonight. If you're not aware, I am currently not in Piot Mound right now. I'm in my house in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and Cody
the other one,
and the rest of our production crew down in Piot Mound. But we're going to try to make it work the best we can here tonight. And while we are on the topic of talking about hockey, of course, International Hockey Academy actually below Piot Mound in the standings heading into this matchup tonight.
All right. We are trying to get some of this technical difficulties taken care of here on our end here in Piot Mound, Manitoba. All right. I think we do have our...
You able to hear me now, Cody?
Yeah, you bet there, Graham. I think we got some of our difficulties taken care of here. Just swapped mics here, and I think we're going to be good to go for hopefully the rest of the night here, Graham.
Yeah, you're clear as a bell now, Cody. I can hear you a lot better, which is nice because we need that, that clear communication throughout tonight's broadcast, because this is going to be a very interesting matchup here, Cody. Of course, I'm not too sure if the viewers could hear it at home, but I was saying that the Buffaloes coming into tonight's matchup in 10th place. They are 2 spots ahead of International Hockey Academy, who is in 12th place. And for the Buffaloes, definitely looking for some success here this weekend against a team that is lower than them in the standings, you'd have to think.
Yeah, definitely. And, just looking at the season series, both these teams often have pretty close games. Looking at the last one, Piot Mound able to squeak it out in a shootout. But even looking at the series, the season series, very close. These two teams, Piot Mound does have the season series at 4-3 today. So you can expect that IHA is going to look to try and tie up that series here this weekend.
Yeah, IHA coming into this matchup, you definitely have to think that they're going to rely on number 13 and Taysom Swampy for their offense. One of their forwards leading the team in points with 30 and 29 games. But in terms of goals, you got to be looking at a guy in terms of a forward here again in number 45 and Caden Big Plume coming into this matchup this weekend with 16 goals on the season. He leads his team in goals, so definitely Big Plume and Swampy looking to make an impact this weekend for this IHA team.
Yeah, and one thing for Big Plume, he has that big frame that he's able to create time and space just kind of by getting in front of guys, able to use his physicality out there and kind of make room for himself with his big frame.
For this IHA team, I mean, looking at it, they got a lot of players that can put the puck in the net. And you look at these two teams, the numbers that they have put up this season, while IHA actually has more goals than Piot Mound heading into this game, but they got 13 more goals against. How do you think it's going to be for the Buffaloes looking to take advantage of weaker defense for that International Hockey Academy has? What do you think they'll be trying to do there, Cody?
Yeah, definitely. You got to imagine they're going to be trying to take advantage of all opportunities they do get. As you said, there is a bit of a weaker defense there for IHA. Maybe an opportunity for some of the offensively gifted Buffaloes here to try and put up some points here as we do get underway for this weekend.
Let's get to the lineup situation here, Cody. Starting with talking about the starting lineups for both teams, Piot Mound and IHA. I know you got both of those sheets, so fill us in on what the starting lineups will be here tonight.
So for Piot Mound, I'm going to start off with some of the scratches we do have. Starting with goaltender, we do have number 73 of Kean Hodgins out of active today, as well as number 17, Carlos De Leon, number 16, Maddox Derienka, and number 10 in Jack Smith. Now, bringing it to the starting lineup, we do have number 31 in Miles Gordon starting in net for the Buffalo. And then on defense, we're going to see the offensively gifted Keegan Leach starting on the back end with his partner in Riel Chartrand. And then up front, we got number 3, Joran Kustermans with Racklin Hay and Sam Takahashi. And then switching over to International, they have a couple of omissions themselves. They do have number 91 of Noah Morrison, number 90 of Luke Bileski, and number 12 in Liam Bishop, who are going to be inactive today. And then just looking at their starting lineup, they are going to be going with number 33 in Mason Cotrio in net. And then on defense, they're going to be going number 20 in Kalen Bodnarik, number 3, Trey Schofield, and then up front they're going to go with number 13, Tayson Swampy, player you mentioned there, Graham, number 80 in Riley Madden, and number 45 in Caden Big Plume, another player you had mentioned there, Graham, that we're going to want to keep an eye on today.
Well, as we can see here, as the viewers can see, the two teams at center ice ready to go here. It is going to be on the draw for the Buffaloes. And Sam Takahashi to start things off, and we are underway here in Piot Mound, Manitoba. IHA coming into this game as the 12th place team in the league, the U17 division. And for the Buffaloes, they are in 10th place, looking to gain even more confidence as they head into the playoffs here, with hoping to have 3 successful games, no matter the score. But definitely about building good habits here. We are, of course, underway here. Getting stripped of the puck. There is a Buffaloes player. It's going to be a draw pass, a shot, and that is going to be, not sure if Miles Gordon could get it or not. But
nice wheels early by Joran Kustermans there to put the wheels on to try and get some offensive pressure there.
Last constant here, down low with the puck possession. It goes up top to Bear. Bear's shot, unable to get through the traffic. IHA now able to send this one out, but the Buffaloes come back right in. Past the blue line, it's going to be shot wide of the net into Buffalo's possession still. I believe that is Sheward with the puck. Ends up losing it. Sheward back with the puck. Now he shoots, and that is going to be turned aside there by the International Hockey Academy goaltender. But the Buffalo's still on it. Protecting down low with the puck is Laz Constant. Banks this off the boards, but it is going to be turned over. And now number 21 for IHA and Koss beats him with speed, but going to get tied up there along the boards by Bo Bannerman.
Nice little chip in there by Koss to get into the offensive zone and try and create a little turmoil there.
Here's Laz Constant coming in, drag, shoots, and that's going to be a save made by IHA. Bringing it up now in the zone, in his own zone, is Sam Jossinette into the new. It is for number 9 at this point in Deal. On the attack there, Baden Koss. It's out in front, and that's going to be blocked. Could not get to the net. Here's Corey Nilsson with the puck now. Nilsson decides to dump this in deep. Past the IHA goaltender. For the Buffaloes, there is Rockland Hay. And it is going to be down low in the IHA zone. Rimmed around. Gets to down low once again. And the Buffaloes here, Cody, doing a nice job of cycling, even though that puck trickled out of the zone.
Yeah, definitely some good possession here by the Buffaloes early, able to get some offensive zone time, and other than that first kind of sequence, they've been able to get out of their own zone fairly quickly early in this period.
In the Buffalo zone right now, a shot towards the area of the net, but ended up going wide. Here's IHA controlling the puck down low, and that is number 21 with some nice moves in Baden Koss. Able to get that up to the point. Looked like a slot pass almost there, but that did not connect. And now here's the Buffaloes looking to break out, but a nice pinch there by the IHA defenseman. Getting aggressive in the zone. It's off of the boards. In the neutral zone now. Jordan Kusterman's picking off that puck, but it's IHA coming the other way. Sam Takahashi out there. Unable to get that puck out of the zone, but the Buffaloes still in their own end. It's going to be out to the high-quality scoring area in the slot and turned aside there by Miles Gordon. And a nice chance there for IHA, Cody.
Yeah, definitely. Just as I was saying, that the Buffaloes have had a pretty easy time getting out of their own zone. Looks like they've gotten a little bit hemmed in here in this last couple minutes. Now sent down low. The Buffaloes, after having some success early on in this frame, getting the puck out, they finally do, but IHA definitely making it a bit tougher on them to get out as this period has gone along. Yeah, definitely some strong pressure from IHA in these last couple moments to try and turn the tides a bit.
In the neutral zone, the Buffaloes send it in. Out to play at the IHA goaltender. Laz Constant losing an edge behind the net. Puck ends up going out of play.
Yeah, that situation could have ended up very bad there for some of you viewers at home. Laz Constant, like you said, lost an edge, but almost took out the IHA goaltender. Luckily for Mason Cottrell, he was able to get away from Laz as he was falling.
And Mason Cottrell, one of 3 goaltenders on this year's IHA team. And looking at it, he's only got 1 win on the season. Definitely got to be hungry if you're him to get another win in the win column here, as there hasn't been too many.
Yeah, and you got to think the boys are going to be rallying for him to try and get a couple more wins before this regular season does end.
Scrum down low, wraparound chance, and that one ends up being either a miss or turned aside there by Gordon. Last Constant with the puck, carrying it up, but he's going to have it turned over. Number 9 for IHA. Down low in Easter Deal. Deal still there. Deal getting the puck, kicking that to a teammate, but that's going to be anticipated nicely by the Buffaloes, and they're able to get it out. Whistle on the play. Was that for icing there, Cody?
Yeah, it looks like that one was for icing, and just looking at the Buffaloes here, I know last game I had called, we had talked about guys like Corey Nilsson playing some different positions. Looks like Coach Rick McConnell has elected to leave him at forward for these last couple games since I believe it was middle of February.
Shot from the point turned aside there by Miles Gordon. IHA with puck possession, but then they lose it. Here go the Buffaloes trying to get it out, but again, strong play near the blue line by IHA to keep it in. And another whistle here to get another face-off. With 14:16 left in the first period, IHA and Piot Mound Hockey Academy. The Buffaloes still scoreless here with 2 shots apiece. Face-off. One there by the Buffaloes. Chartrand ends up having some trouble getting it out. It's sent into the Buffalo zone now behind the net. And an outlet pass there to, I believe, Corey Nilsson. Nilsson able to get that puck into the zone. Losing his footing there was an IHA player. Up to the point for Braden Bear. Bear's shot ends up on net, covered up by Cottrell. And it will be another face-off. Surprised there that there wasn't a penalty on that trip there, Cody?
Yeah, a little bit, but it is early on, and maybe the refs just letting them play it out a little bit. You don't want to get too trigger-happy yet too early in on the game.
Yeah, the calls, and there's a goal for the Buffaloes in tight. And there you go, the Buffaloes end up taking the 1-0 lead in this game.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was more Alex Ovechkin-esque or almost Bobby Orr-esque. He was as he was falling, he managed to tuck that one in behind the IHA goaltender, and Matthew Floyd has us up by 1 here.
And Matthew Floyd on the season coming into this game. You look at the total amount of games that this Buffaloes team has played. Well, Matthew Floyd only 1 goal in 36 total games, so congrats to him for potting his 2nd of the season.
Yeah, definitely a good accomplishment here, getting late in the season to try and add a little bit more tallies to your total for the year.
The Buffaloes on the puck. That pass ends up going out of the zone, down for an icing. And with 13:20 left in this first period of action, the Buffaloes, since the last time we mentioned the score, up 1-0 here over IHA. Yeah,
that definitely was a bit of a quick play there that developed in front of IHA defense goaltender there, but Piot Mound able to get a little lucky there on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be sent out in front, and a save made there by Miles Gordon.
And Miles Gordon has looked sharp so far early.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Cody. He's had to be sharp here early on. Face off to the blocker side of Gordon, won by IHA. It's played up to number 65 and Glukov for IHA. Rockland Hay, that was into his skates. It ends up being in IHA's possession, and then it scores! And IHA, number 13, and Tayson Swampy, a player that I talked about before the game, Cody, able to regain the tie here in this game with 12:56 left in the first.
Yeah, definitely. Games like this, you're going to have to, when you get down, you're going to have to depend on your big players. And like you said earlier, Graham, Tayson Swampy is one of those big players here for IHA. Definitely a guy we're going to want to watch and keep an eye out for the rest of the night.
And Tayson Swampy on his season now in CSSHL regular season play. If we can get the stats loaded up. I believe he has 10 goals coming into this weekend, so 11 goals to his totals now, it seems like.
Yeah, 11 goals on the season here, and you got to think he's going to be wanting to add more, like I said here, with a couple games left before these teams go to Penticton for their playoffs.
Keegan Leach now his shot unable to get through. Leach gloves this one down, sends it into the IHA zone, and IHA now looking to break out. Bank off the boards into Buffalo's possession now. Keegan Leach behind the back pass off the boards. Gets the puck back, goes cross ice up top. And not too sure who that is, but fending off about 3 IHA players still on his feet. So getting that to the front of the net. Isn't able to be covered. Corey Nilsson on the loose puck there to Bear. Back to Nilsson. Nilsson tries making a move through the IHA player there, but unable to complete it. IHA now breaking out of the zone. Seems for IHA here early on, Cody, it's been a struggle to have solid zone entries.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of them, a lot of the time, they don't get that clean entry or take it in like you'd think they'd want to see. A lot of the time, they're having to depend on that dump and chase and trying to chase the puck. Sometimes a little bit easier when you do have the puck on your stick and you're able to kind of set up with guys in motion with you. And so far, that's been something we haven't seen IHA has been able to do.
We'll get a stoppage in play here with 11:19 left in the first period of action. The Buffaloes open up the scoring with the goal from Matthew Floyd, but Tayson Swampy, leading point getter for IHA, answering right back shortly after. Draw is going to be in the possession of IHA here. And it is going to be tough to call some of the play here tonight because there are some blind spots in Blackjack Stewart Arena from a broadcasting standpoint, meaning that can't see all of the play. So Cody, going to have to get you to fill us in on some stuff when it goes into the blind spots here.
Yeah, a little bit of a puck battle here by the Buffalo bench here in that area, like you said, can't see for all you guys at home.
It's sent into the Buffalo zone. Miles Gordon there to stop the puck for his defenseman that came back. It is a shot that's going to be blocked. Emerson Sheward sending this one up. And now that's Laz Constant fending off an IHA player strong on his skates. He's on it behind the net. Tight turning. Constant still strong on it, but finally gets it taken away. Takahashi at the point keeps it in. Shot wasn't going anywhere near the net, and IHA in possession of it once again.
I don't know if you guys at home could see, but that little head fake there by Laz Constant on that dump in got him quite a bit of little space there. He did that little head fake, and IHA defender bit and went the other way, and Laz was able to try and create a play there.
And that's one thing that Laz has gotten better and better at as the season has gone along. It's just that deception with the puck. Where is he going to go? Is he going to turn one way? Is he going to turn the other way? Is he going to make a move on you to the inside, outside? Just so much deception in his game that has been on full display in this game so far today.
Yeah, and he's so strong on his skates as well as his stick. We've mentioned it in prior broadcasts how, it's almost impossible for a player to take the puck off of his stick.
Out in front, shot on net, but it's Cotro making the save there. Now, here goes IHA breaking out of the zone. It's going to be a shot on net, in tight. Save made there by Miles Gordon.
Fortunate for Keegan Leach there that Big Plume was able to put that one off the blocker of Miles Gordon and have that one go up, because on the play there, Keegan Leach losing an edge there and to let Big Plume into the top of the circles take a nice clear shot.
And you got to think maybe they didn't sharpen Keegan Leach's skates entirely well before this game here, Cody, because there has been times where he has lost his edges, but one of the stronger players on his edges for Piot Mound this season.
Yeah, definitely a guy who's able to have that fancy footwork to find himself in special areas where not every other player can get to at that quick pace.
And now the Buffaloes in possession of it, sending this one into the IHA zone. Chasing it down there is Izzy Amy. Back to retrieve it was number 3 in Schofield for IHA, but it is the Buffaloes on the puck. Chartrand down low. Sends that around the boards. Izzy Amy there, but could not catch up to it. And the Buffaloes able to keep it in. Strong play at the line. Number 12 for the Buffaloes. Now was Zane Price. But go ahead, Cody.
Nice big shot there from Braden Bear from the point, and Mason Cottrell able to suffocate that one and get us on for a whistle.
6-5, the shots in favor of the Buffaloes, as you can see here on the right-hand screen. Right top-hand screen of our broadcast. But nice play there by Emerson Stewart. Waiting a split second before he goes in. He's taking the puck around the net wide now. Stewart up to the point. On his knees there. Not sure who that was, but it's a turnover. Now IHA taking it the other way. And that pass, unable to act.
Yeah, and a nice tip there by Keegan Leach to kind of get that IHA pass just off target, and I think negated a breakaway there.
And now IHA sending it deep into the Buffalo zone. A Buffalo's player getting rubbed out there. Is that Keegan Leach out there for the Buffaloes right now, Cody?
That is Keegan Leach there. Like I said, he was able to tip that opportunity just away to the side of the net to get rid of an opportunity for IHA.
IHA now looking to break out. Hits the skates, but they recover on the pass nicely. Coming in now, tries to shoot. There was number 85, I believe, in Chad Christensen. But there will be a whistle now on the play. With 6:54, we got a stoppage in action here. Of course, you're watching Piot Mound Hockey Academy Hockey here on ASTV Productions. The Buffaloes U17 prep male program in a 1-1 tie right now in the first 20 minutes against IHA. Sam Takahashi wins the draw. A D-to-D pass. It's sent up into the neutral zone. But the Buffaloes unable to bring it in here. It's going down for an icing. And it seems here, Cody, that even though these teams have had their opportunities, the opportunities have not come easy in this game so far.
No, so far, they haven't been the prettiest opportunities, but we have seen some shots on both goaltenders, and both goaltenders have been up to the task, only letting one get by them so far early on in this game.
And now a pass towards the middle there for, I believe, number 80 and Riley Madden of IHA. Was knocked off his stick. IHA with it once again in the neutral zone. Mishandles the puck there was number 65 in Andrei Glukov. It is in the neutral zone now into the IHA zone. IHA with the puck. It's going to be a reverse, but nice read there by the Buffaloes. Cycling this one down low. The Buffaloes keeping possession of it. Chartrand at the point. Decides to try to send this one down low. Second attempt wide of the net. Braden Bear on the puck now. He sends that towards the slot area, but picked off there by IHA. Now here goes number 13 and Tayson Swampy. Coming in now, Tayson Swampy taking it wide. Looking for a wraparound, and not quite a wraparound. It was a nice play there defensively by Braden Bear.
Yeah, nice job of getting his stick in the lane there to, get on Tayson Swampy there and get the opportunity negated.
IHA now controlling this puck. Turned over into Nilsson's possession. Nilsson sends this up to Izzy Amy, but pass a bit too much for him to handle. And now here is IHA with a cross to the defenseman. The attempt there on the pass, but nice stick there by Jordan Kustermans. Bo Bannerman now playing this off the boards to Keegan Leach. Now it's going to be sent up. just past the blue line. The Buffaloes now taking it into the zone, and now here's a shot. Save made by Coutreau, and there will be a face-off with 4:52 left in this first period of action. Score still remains tied 1-1.
Yeah, and a nice little play there by Sam Takahashi to get in and kind of, I don't know if you can see from the camera angle, but a nice little deception there in his shot. Looked like he was aiming top corner and at the last second kind of angled it down there into the pads of Coutreau.
Emerson Sheward sends that towards the middle. Behind the net now, protecting up to Keegan Leach. Leach now sends this to a teammate. It's Sheward with it to Constant with a short pass. Last Constant gets the puck knocked off of him. Sheward there, wheeling around.
Looks like we got a 2-on-1 there for IHA. Opportunity there by number 8 in Kieser Doe. Buffalo's able to ice that one, and Laz Constant able to get it down and now going off for a change. And we got some fresh legs out there for the Buffalo. Want to apologize for all you guys at home. I do believe, I think we may have lost Graham there for a little bit, so I will be taking the reins here for the next little bit. Shot there from the point by IHA, and it does sound like I think Graham is back.
Yeah, are you able to hear me here, Cody?
I am able to hear you now there, Graham.
Right on. Seems like Safari didn't like me using this software, so it kicked me out. But we're back now. So nothing has changed really since I left for a brief second here. The score's still 1-1, and it is the Buffaloes with possession of the puck. Braden Baer gets this into the zone, chasing it down there. IHA. Rockland Hay on the forecheck for the Buffaloes. Rockland Hay there in support for the Buffaloes now as that battle goes along the boards. And now IHA will out-muscle the Buffaloes and get out. And, there will be a offside on the play.
Yeah, looks like just offside. Another IHA player just getting into the offensive zone before number 65 in Andre Glukov. And we do have a face-off just to the outside of the Buffalo zone.
Number 13 taking the draw. Tayson Swampy won that for IHA. They're in possession of it, but Dmitry Petrenko not making it easy there along the boards. Rubs a player out. Bo Bannerman there battling. The Buffaloes turn it over into IHA's possession. Sending it down low as IHA. It's up towards the slot area. Scores!
And it looks like that was another nice shot there by Tayson Swampy. Looks like both shots coming from similar areas, that high slot. That's an area I think the Buffaloes are going to want to try and shut down and really neutralize that area going forward, seeing that both goals kind of coming from that high slot area.
And IHA into the lead here for the first time tonight after the Buffaloes struck first to open the game up at 1-0. Taysom Swampy with 2 goals to put his team ahead here. IHA's leading point getter doing his job here today.
Looks like he's making a run for the goal scoring title there too.
And IHA here definitely not playing with the last place team in today's game here so far. The Buffaloes, by the standings, definitely favored coming into these weekend matchups. Like you said, Cody, all the times these teams have played, they've been pretty close games.
Yeah, definitely 2 teams that are very close in the standings here.
Save made there by Miles Gordon with the glove, and with just under 2 minutes remaining in the first, 1:58 to be exact. 2-1 is the score, the lead here for IHA.
And as you were saying there, Graham, these 2 teams, they have been very close in the prior games.
And that's Close to the net there in the crease. Could not quite find the words there, but disaster avoided there for the Buffaloes. IHA still keeping on the pressure. Down low, getting to the puck there first. It's going to be taken away now by the Buffaloes, but IHA able to get that into the corner. Another puck race won. And Buffalo's finally able to get it out. Chasing it down for IHA now is number 20 in Bondarchuk. And IHA able to get it out. The Buffaloes now D to D before they send this out, down for an icing.
And with a minute left here, that was definitely a lucky break there for the Buffalo. Definitely going to have to, they're going to want to rally behind some of that luck there, and going into the next period, really try and generate that luck into some momentum for them going the other way.
Now it's sent off the boards. Coming up on the final minute of play here in this period, it's across to number 65 in Glukov, but it is the Buffaloes now taking the puck out of the zone. The Buffaloes unable to enter the zone cleanly, though. It's going to be a cross-ice pass right back to Takahashi. Now Takahashi goes up to Kustermans, and Kusterman's shot going to be saved. Covered up here by Mason Cotro with 47.4 seconds left in the first period.
And it looks like with 47 seconds left, they're going to be trying to get one of their big point guys on the ice here in Keegan Leach. And notice they got Sam Takahashi and Jordan Kusterman, some guys who can definitely, have the opportunity, put the puck in the net.
Now it's behind the goal line in the IHA zone of the IHA net. It is Chartrand pinching up into the zone there. IHA looking to get it out. A chip off the boards, failed to get out, kept in by Leach, sends that behind the net. His shot went wide. Sam Takahashi now out in front, scores! Sam Takahashi! Not the prettiest goal, but kept walking away at it. And for the Buffaloes, they get this one even at 2 apiece with 19.9 seconds left in the first period.
And that's exactly the reason you don't give up on your rebound there, kids. You always go to the net, and good things will happen. And Sam Takahashi is no stranger to the goal column and able to follow it up and put the Buffaloes back to even.
For Sam Takahashi, in total games played, that is his 18th goal of the season. And with just over 10 seconds left in this frame, tied at 2-2. And let's see if there will be one more rush here by IHA. Looks not to be. And that means we go to the first intermission tied up, 12 apiece in the shot category, 2 apiece on the scoreboard. And Cody, it was a period of goals, 4 goals in total for these two teams combining.
Yeah, definitely has some offensive flair there. Both teams able to put 2 up, and the Buffaloes able to get it back to tied up here late in the first period.
Well, we have no sets inside scoop for this weekend, so what is going to happen is we are going to send it to a commercial break here. Let you folks, do what you got to do before heading back to listen to me and Cody talk about the first period of play between the Buffaloes and International Hockey Academy. We will send it to our first period sponsor, though, their commercial to start things off. Cody, the first period sponsor, tell us about them.
Our first period is brought to you by Caisse Financial. If you're looking for a mortgage, contact Caisse Financial.
And we will head to a commercial break here, folks, and be back for some more coverage here in the first intermission here on ASTV Productions. You're watching ASTV Productions coverage of Piot Mound.
CM Engrave, we create more than just trophies, medals, and signs. We create time. Time for family. Time for growing your business. Time for the moments that make you, you. With more than 30 years experience for all your engraving needs. CM Engrave.
Welcome to Piot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Piot Mound Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment. At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Piot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar. Welcome to Piot Mound Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential.
Welcome back to Blackjack Stewart Arena. I'm Cody Wall here with Gordy. Gordy is our media director for Piot Mound as well as the goaltending coach. Gordy, there's some exciting news that we've been breaking the last little while. The fact that there is a new team coming for Piot Mound.
Yeah, we've got a U18 boys team, or male team. I guess we've got to use the proper terminology here, coming up this next year. So we'll have 4 teams. And so we're looking forward to having that group, and of course, there's all kinds of things that have to happen with that. But yeah, we're really excited about having this fourth team.
Yeah, and one of those things that kind of comes with it is, looking for new staff. You got a new team, you need some more coaching staff. Obviously, you need to find players for those teams. How is the looking process going for the scouting and as well as the coaching process?
Yeah, recruitment's big time right now. We're just getting into that now. There's some rules that don't allow us to talk to people until they get knocked out of the playoffs or end of March or whatever. So we're kind of just in a holding pattern for the moment. But in the meantime, we have some big plans set. We've got a number of scouts looking for players, and we're putting a call out for coaches for both our new team, the U18 male team, and we do need to have new coaching staff coming up next year for our girls team, the U18 female team.
And with adding teams, there's going to be a whole lot of new bodies, a lot more voices going around. What's your part so far in some of the scouting as the goaltending director going forward? Goaltending coach.
Yeah, as a goalie coach. Well, I get to review all the kids that want us to review their videos, and we take a good look at all those. The parents contact us; they send us those kinds of things. And of course, we're always searching the various scouting sites to look for goalies and other players. Our staff is constantly looking at video from teams all over North America and some in Europe now. So, we're constantly poking around to find the best guys that we can find that will come to Piot Mound and play for us.
Yeah, and Piot Mound is a great community. We've seen some of the videos of the facilities here at Piot Mound, and it's grade A. And you talk to some of the players who have spent some time here. They talk about kind of that family mentality here.
Yeah, it's special. It's not typical. Of course, the big cities have got, they're bustling, and there's Tim Hortons on every corner and all those kinds of things, and lots to do, I suppose, more to do. But I mean, with academy kids, whether you're in your hometown or you're going to school, you're playing hockey 6 days a week, there's just no time for all that kind of stuff. So, we've got a great program here that allows the kids to get a great education. They get a ton of ice time. They get somewhere in the area of, one of the kids has got 400 hours in of ice time this winter. That's from September 1 to the end. We'll have 400 hours by the end of when the ice is pulled out of here. So at the end of the day, I mean, if you can't become a skilled player with that kind of time on the ice, by gosh, you're not going to be. You should take it by the sport. But in the meantime, it's a wonderful thing. And as far as letting people know, we've got some videos coming. In fact, ASTV and ourselves are partnering with putting together a new promotional video in the next few weeks. So we're going to be doing that here in town and trying to capture all of the things that make Piot Mound a special place.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard trying to capture all the special things that make Piot Mound special. As my time here, I've kind of had that feeling of the closeness and the specialness here, and what's kind of trying to be made here at Piot Mound.
Sure. Well, it's a community thing. I mean, the whole deal is it's a family-owned business team, and they're surrounded by all their friends and neighbors and whatnot in the community, and so we're trying to get everybody out to appreciate that. We get the kids realize that not too far into the season when they come here, that everybody's so friendly. They walk down the street, they go to school, they go over to the grocery store and pick up some snacks. There's just people just know who they are. I mean, everything is within a walking distance, and everybody's walking. So at the end of the day, unless it's 40 below, which it has been a little bit lately, but in the meantime, walking is the norm, and there's lots of that goes on. So yeah, it's a great community thing.
Yeah, and that is some entertaining stuff coming from Piot Mound here. I want to thank you, Gordy, for coming on with me in the first period. We're going to send it to a quick commercial break before we come back for the second period. Welcome back to Blackjack Stewart Arena here. I'm back on. I'm Cody Wall here, back on with our play-by-play. Graham, how's it going there from remotely today?
Well, it's going good. Great interview you had there with Gordy Tummelson, by the way, there, Cody. Very excited to see what that U18 program for Piot Mound will bring next season. Always nice to see Academy, like Piot Mound, how they've been growing, adding on even more teams here moving forward, of course, with the U15s this year, now adding even more next year with the U18 team.
Not to mention, it just adding that team adds another high-quality group of players here that, can develop here in Manitoba. And as the hockey community is growing, we always want to have our own homegrown talent.
It will be exciting to see, no doubt about it. But in this game right now, Cody, 2-2. Both teams not playing tremendous in this first period, but both having their opportunities to score. What do you think that these two teams, the Buffaloes and IHA, are going to have to do here to get the upper hand for themselves in this period?
Well, for the Buffaloes, I think they need to, shore up that center ice area, especially in the offense, in their defensive zone. Tyson Swampy able to capitalize on two high slot area shots where, he had a little bit of room and, could have had a Buffalo defender there to, make his life a little bit harder. And, for the Buffalo offensively, they just need to play with the puck a little bit more. I do think that as the period did go on, it did look like the possession did kind of shift in the way of IHA.
Yeah, I think a huge thing will be, can the Buffaloes survive the pressure of IHA, as IHA at times has created some problems, causing the Buffaloes to turn over the puck. Can the Buffaloes sure that up? And for both teams in general, just getting cleaner zone entries, and that starts off with a good first pass out of the zone.
Yeah, definitely a good first pass. And speaking of good passes, Tyson Swampy almost going for the hat trick there off a nice pass from his own end.
So you got to start thinking, Cody, can I tell the future? Because that was a very nice first pass out of the zone.
That was a little bit of future telling from you there, Graham. Can you tell me, are the Buffaloes going to score on the next shot?
I could not tell you that, but we will have to see and find out. But it is behind the Buffaloes' goal line at this point. You send it out of the zone. IHA, it's in their own end now. A pass up top into the neutral zone.
Nice chip up there by IHA. Keegan Leach in the area of the no zone area.
Now the Buffaloes looking to make that first pass out, and they do to Laz Constant, but looks like he ran out of real estate there.
Laz able to chip it around the defenseman there, able to get a little to space, but got stopped up there.
And now a drive to the net, a glove save made by Miles Gordon. And Miles Gordon has faced 18 shots today to this point, but has stopped all but 2 of them.
Yeah, he's looked good, standing tall, and looked like he really hugged that post there. Knew where the offensive player was going there, and was able to lock it down.
Cross ice pass there, sent in by number 26, I believe, in Wempe, or it might have been Kalen Bodnar-Chuck, not too sure. But here's Jordan Kusterman's coming in with speed, but out there aggressively to play that puck away was Cotro. We will get a stoppage in the play here with 18:09 left in the second period of action. 2-2. The teams are still scoring.
And it looks like we are going to get a power play here for the Buffaloes. We are going to see a 2-minute interference penalty come to number 5 in Corwin Brost. And, just looking at the special teams, the Buffaloes have struggled a little bit when it does come to the man advantage.
And do we have a sponsor for the power play today, Cody?
Our sponsor for the power play today is brought to you by Supplement King in Winkler and Swift Current.
I guess I should be saying tonight, not today, even though it is today, but one of the proud sponsors here that sponsors our broadcast on ASTV Productions. It's the Buffaloes trying to go to work here on their first man advantage of the game. This is number 7 in Real Chartrand with the puck. He's looking to break out now, moving up into his own end. Passes to an outlet man, but ends up losing the puck there. Keegan Leach just decides to dump it in. Last Constant, along with Jade Wendigo coming out now for the Buffaloes. Last Constant protecting that puck along the boards, using Mohawks there. And it is sent into the Buffalo zone. The Buffaloes struggling to make a pass there, but it's Constant now with a shot, and that is going to be turned aside there by Cotro.
Just to your point there, Graham, really, I've noticed it a little bit more after you mentioned it, dialed it in, that, some of these entries are a little bit hard for the Buffaloes, not able to get any real clean ones on this power play.
We'll have to find a way to work with the open space, but here's a shot. Goal! That's a goal there for IHA. They go up 3-2 on this game on the disadvantage, shorthanded here.
And that's one area that IHA has been pretty good in this year, is that penalty kill. I don't exactly have the stats on how many shorthanded goals they have, but their penalty kill is clicking at 85% and showing why they are one of the top 5 penalty kills in the league.
Well, made the Buffaloes play there, and it really has been a sloppy power play here for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, just a lot of passes that seem to be off target. And, so far it looks like some plays that maybe a little bit, I don't want to say selfish plays where you're not, passing it around or including some of your teammates. Kind of a... I don't know, can't put my finger on it there, Graham.
Well, here's Rockland Hay with the puck. We are back to even strength, by the way. And on that power play, no goals for the Buffaloes, but a shorthanded goal for IHA. They're up 3-2 in this game. The Buffaloes looking to generate some more puck possession. I have to say that is one of the things that could start to keep this to get this team going, is if they can possess the pucks a bit more, get a bit more comfortable there, they might have a bit easier time here going forward in this game.
Yeah, definitely getting some strong possession would be a good start here for the Buffaloes to kind of chip away at this game.
Get some possession, move that puck around and get it to the net, go to those dirty areas. I mean, we saw Sam Takahashi do it here earlier on this game. It wasn't the prettiest goal, but he just kept whacking away at his own rebound, and eventually it went in.
And speaking of Sam Takahashi, there's great offensive pressure there on Tayson Swampy. Wasn't able to get a hold of that puck, but definitely was able to create a little turbulence for Swampy.
Now the Buffaloes with it in their own end. It's going to be a D-to-D pass up to an outlet man now. It's off the boards. Joran Kustermans down there to chase the puck, applying the pressure on the forecheck.
Big hit there by number 2 in Tim Bosher on, I believe that was Floyd.
A shot hit the glass, ended up going high of the net. The Buffaloes now looking to break out. Not so much pressure from IHA there, but they were on a line change. Let's see if the Buffaloes can capitalize on that, though, and it will be a interference penalty coming up here. Not too sure which team, though.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to go to IHA number 85 in Chad Christensen. It looks like he was holding up Buffalo's defender there, and referee thought was enough holding up that he is going to give the Buffaloes another chance to power play. And as always, our power play is brought to you by Supplement King and Winkler and Swift Current.
Last Constant on the draw, ends up winning it. Back to the point to Chartrand. Chartrand kicks it back out to Constant. Constant up top to Chartrand. And a nice pass there to Constant's stick. Could not redirect that on net. Some creativity here early on in the Buffaloes power play.
Yeah, a little bit extra pep in their step so far.
Constant sends that down low. Constant gets it right back as he goes down low. Sends that out in front. Shot there, and save made by Cottrell. The Buffaloes unable to keep it out, but the Buffaloes doing some better things here early on in their second power play than they really did in their first period throughout that full 2 minutes.
Yeah, definitely a little bit better possession. They have been able to keep a hold on it, and looks like they are going to be a little bit more weary of some of their passes, trying to make sure they're a little bit more clean and crisp.
Here come the Buffaloes coming in now. It's going to be dropped to the point. Long distance shot wide of the net. Laz Constant with it, plays it up to the point, right back to Constant now. Playing that down low. The Buffaloes getting the possession game going. Bo Bannerman now shot. That's through a screen wide of the net.
Yeah, nice.
Takahashi.
Ooh, there was a bit of a big hit there on Laz Constant, and it does look like he is a little slow to get up. Ooh. We'll keep you guys informed on that one.
And usually you don't see the big man going down like that. Usually so strong on his feet.
Yeah, it looked like he maybe lost an edge there as IHA defender was coming in on him, and I think it was just a bad timing of the hit.
Now the Buffaloes with it. Down low here. Tied up along the boards. We are back to even strength now. The Buffaloes a bit better on the power play here with chances, but could not capitalize once again.
Yeah, definitely going to be looking to take the little bit of momentum they maybe gathered from being able to generate a couple of shots on the power play and try to carry it into the rest of this second period.
And a Buffaloes player tripped there. No call coming on the play.
We got some physical play there in front of the IHA bench there. We had Jade Windigo laying a hit right into the players' bench of IHA.
And what I miss most about not being at Piot Mound, Cody, has to be seeing all the stuff that goes on in the blind spot that is pretty interesting that I can't see here at home.
Yeah, definitely some things you can't always see from the camera angle that you do kind of have to be there to see, but I will try to keep you guys all informed on some of the extracurriculars here.
Gotta see it to believe it, right, Cody? You might be making this stuff up. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. I might be pulling your leg there.
It would be pretty funny. It is not April, though, yet, Cody. It would be a nice April Fool's joke, to be honest.
It would, and it does look like we may have another player who we're going to have to keep an eye on. Number 6 in Matthew Floyd did go down a little hard there, as well as Laz Constant. We're going to keep an eye on Floyd.
Well, a shot on net there. Not the hardest shot, but a shot nonetheless from Zane Price, as it is Mason Cottrell standing tall, making the save there with 10:39 left in this second period of action. 3-2 the lead for IHA off of a shorthanded goal earlier on in the period. The Buffaloes winning the draw to Bannerman. Bannerman shot high, catching I believe the stick there of Cottrell as he kept it out.
Nice back chip by Sam Takahashi, and then able to lay the body there, I believe, on Christensen.
Christensen now with a shot wide of the net. IHA battling along the boards along with two other Buffaloes players. Trying to send this one down low. It doesn't go. IHA in possession of it, high up in the zone. Dumps it in deep into the corner. The Buffaloes with possession of it now. They're looking to break out. And that one, I believe that went out of play.
Actually, that one had ended up in the pants, I believe, of number 15 in Lane Johnson. So the refs blowing it down there, and a little bit of words between. Didn't catch who the IHA player was, but Bo Bannerman, as that puck was stuck in the pants of the IHA defender, gave him a little shove, and his teammate didn't really like the looks of Bannerman shoving a player unsuspecting.
Would not be opposed to miking some players up at points in these games, Cody. Would be interesting to see what the conversation is actually like down there, but would have to be ready to bleep out some words as well, though. Is not the nicest stuff is said on the ice sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. And just kind of judging by some of these guys' body language, it does look like there is some tensions rising here. There has been some stuff, some pushing, shoving behind the play. We'll have to keep an eye on that going forward here.
Now, down low. It's at the right face-off circle now. Shot, not able to find the net. And now here's some speed from the Buffaloes. Coming in now, a shot, and that is going to be wide of the net. Nice burst of speed there from the Buffaloes to get into the zone. Corey Nilsson on the puck. Had the chance there. That got turned aside by Cotreau. Now it is a pass out of the zone, and that will be another penalty here coming up.
And it does look like that one is coming to IHA again, and the Buffaloes are going to be going back on their third power play. It is looking like the third goal scorer in Baden Koss is going off for interference, and the Buffaloes do get another. Oh, I believe I'm just getting confirmation it was for cross-checking there. Baden Koss is going out for cross-checking, and as always, this third power play for the Buffaloes is brought to you by Supplement King in Winkler and Swift Current.
The Buffaloes here, they'd love to strike on this power play as their third chance of the game. Got a bit better in terms of generating chances on that second power play we saw. Let's see if they can get even more on this one. But as mentioned, a very good penalty kill from IHA coming into this game. The Buffaloes on possession of it. It's banked up to Chartrand. Chartrand looking for a tip there, but didn't get one. Wide of the net, the Buffaloes still in possession of it. It's to Izzy Amy. Amy lines up, shoots into the corner now. Up to the point and unable to be held in. And here's IHA with some speed. Taysom Swampy now coming in. 2-on-1. Shoot, scores! My, the speed there of IHA making the Buffaloes defense pay. And a 2-on-1 success.
Beautiful play there by IHA, and a nice play at the last second for Taysom Swampy to get that pass over to Big Plume, and Big Plume able to just put it away at the far corner there. Just a beautiful play, as you mentioned. It does look like the IHA does have just as many goals shorthanded as they do even strength. So it looks like we are having some technical difficulties with Graham there. Play does go up to Keegan Leach, goes back down to number 4 and Sheward. Sheward leaves that for Constant. Constant back to the point. And a nice shot from Keegan Leach from the point, and it is nice to see Laz Constant back out there. It was a player who we did see go down a little bit earlier there a couple moments ago. Nice to see he is back out there and skating, and definitely a player that if the Buffalo are going to want to get back in, is a player they're going to want to depend on. Face-off is won back to Braden Bear. Gives it back to Constant. Constant tries to rip a shot. That one's blocked. And Brost brings that behind the net, and he's going to try and look for a teammate. He sends that up, and Keegan Leach able to intercept that pass, and he's just going to bring that back into his own zone and let the Buffaloes set up.
Hey, Cody, how's it going?
Good to have you back there, Graham.
Seems like we are having some technical difficulties at my house tonight. But it is the Buffaloes on the power play here still. Happy to be back here on ASTV Productions to call this game. And, that PK for IHA, they have another chance now here shorthanded. A shot wide of the net. And really, this penalty kill, they've shown when they can have some quick strikes in there, Cody.
Yeah, definitely. They've been able to chip it past the final defenseman there. And nice play there by Sam Takahashi to try and just put that one in.
And we are back to even strength now with IHA increasing their lead to 2 here with another shorthanded goal at 4-2 at this point with over 6:30 remaining in this second period. It is behind the goal line now. It's the Buffaloes now getting it out. And now here is Zane Price trying to chase this down, but Cotro once again out of his crease to play that puck out of the zone. Backhand wide of the net now. Riel Chartrand gets that up. It's in the neutral zone, in the blind spot. Now, pass that didn't go for IHA. D pass for the Buffaloes. A missed pass there up to Price. This is all the way down into the IHA zone. Schuwer trying to go cross ice, but his pass gets disrupted. And it's IHA into the zone now. Number 9 going in for Kessler Diol. It is Laz Constant tried to get that one by an IHA player. Bo Bannerman now going to an outlet man. It's banked off the boards but turned over once again. And offside on the play.
Yeah, offside on the play there, and just kind of trying to judge the Buffaloes' play here. Biggest downfall, I would say, is their inability to be able to get passes on their teammate's stick. A lot of times, especially on that power play, off passes that kind of just chipped off stick were their downfall for rushes going the other way.
Yeah, and I think that just goes back to starting in their own end, trying to make that first pass out. That first pass and that second pass, it's been a bit of a struggle for the Buffaloes today, and they paid for it at times.
Yeah, definitely, and today they've really paid for it. IHA has definitely made them, hurt with, a big hit there by Izzy Amy, and I do believe we are going to see him getting a penalty here for... I believe, hopefully, it's just a boarding call.
And you can see there Petrenko also getting into it. That's Petrenko on the ice, right?
That is Petrenko there. He was trying to mix it up with, I'm not sure who on IHA he was mixing up with, and it does, I do believe it is Izzy Amy who is going to the box, and he did indeed get 2 minutes for boarding. So we are going to see the Buffaloes here on their first penalty kill of the night.
IHA going to the power play for the first time tonight for themselves. Let's see what will happen here. Can IHA extend the lead? That shot wide of the net. Keegan Leach gets it out. The Buffaloes with some time to breathe early here in the penalty kill.
Yeah, definitely. They'll want to have a strong penalty kill here to try and get some of that momentum they've lost from those penalty kill those shorthanded goals against.
IHA behind the net, bringing this out, but strong coverage there from the Buffaloes. Not allowing the IHA player to get to the inside. Jordan Kusterman's here, battling with number
65 and Andrei Glukov.
Jinx, you owe me a soda, buddy.
There we go. I'll give you that soda next time I see you there, Graham.
Sounds good. I'll be waiting for it. It is IHA now looking to get this up. They're send it into the Buffalo zone now. Keegan Leach with a D-to-D pass. Sent on net. Cotro leaving it for a teammate, and the Buffaloes so far on this penalty kill, Cody, doing a very nice job of keeping this IHA team to the outside.
Yeah, they've definitely been aggressive enough that they've been able to use their quick feet to get to pucks, the loose pucks, and they've been strong enough on their sticks to be able to clear it most of the time here on this penalty kill.
Working it around, IHA shot on net, and that's going to be a big save made there by Miles Gordon with 21 seconds remaining on this power play for IHA. 2:57 remaining in the second period. 4-2 is the score for IHA here in this game.
Yeah, and if you're Piot Mound, definitely going to want to close out this last 2:57 and try to keep it at only 2 goals going into the third period. That way you can keep it maintainable and hopefully try to pull off a bit of a comeback going into the third.
The Buffaloes having to survive this power play here. It's a shot. Doesn't end up getting through. It's out of the zone, and the Buffaloes come out of that power play with no goals allowed. Bo Bannerman chasing it down. Gets good position, but good support there from IHA. It's Bo Bannerman with it now. He sends that up. A chip passed for number 12, and Zane Price could not catch up to it. Trey Schofield was there. Trey Schofield now bringing it up. He drops it to number 21 in Koss, and that one ends up not too sure what happened there. Did that go out of play?
Yeah, look, that one did tip out of play there, and as the play was getting whistled down, looks like Captain Baden Koss and Keegan Leach getting into a skirmish there a little bit beside the net. We'll keep an eye on that, see if tensions do indeed rise a little bit more there, Graham.
Well, it is going to be a face-off inside of the IHA zone. For the Buffaloes here, they're going to have Laz Constant, Jade Wendigo, and Emerson Scheward out. Definitely a line they'll be looking to get going here even more as this game goes along.
And just coming across there, it looks like the faceoff did go down to the IHA zone because it does look like number 3 in Trey Schofield did pick up a penalty between the whistles there, and we do see another Piot Mound power play.
Well, will fourth time be the charm? Will the fourth time be the charm here for the Buffaloes? We'll have to wait and find out. A missed pass there. Here's IHA with a chance, and unable to get that on net. But once again there, Cody, we're just seeing it. The Buffaloes' inability to make that first pass.
Yeah, and it's like it's something to do with the power play. You know, they do seem to have a little bit better possession when they are even strength, but for whatever reason today, it looks like when the Buffaloes have the man advantage, they're not able to take advantage of that advantage they have.
Will definitely have to be something that the Buffaloes will need to clean up in this third period and just for the remainder of this period heading forward in this game. But not only for tonight, they got 2 more games to play against IHA. Can't be having the same story if you're this Buffaloes team if you are trying to find success here this weekend.
Yeah, definitely going to be learning as this weekend goes on. Like you said, they do play 2 more games tomorrow and Sunday against IHA before closing out the rest of the Buffaloes' regular season.
Holding the line there, Chartrand. Looks like he's going to shoot, but holds up. Chartrand with some time now. Surveying, he goes down low. Puck down low here. The Buffaloes cycling it around. Chartrand with a shot, and I don't think Cotro could see that one. Lucky for him, did not end up in the net. It's up to the point to Chartrand. Goes across to a point man, shot high. Ends up missing. The Buffaloes now starting to work it around better. Chartrand, speak of the devil, that one missing. But Zane Price right there to get it. Along with Takahashi. Price battling down low. Sends a backhand pass. It's up to Chartrand. Now his shot going to be blocked. And in the dying seconds of this period, the Buffaloes still with 18 seconds left on the power play. Last Constant here. It's wide, but gets cut off. Constant, almost another poke by, but unable to. It's going to be picked off now. Emerson Scheward now coming in. Emerson Scheward trying to get to the net. Emerson Scheward losing the puck just a bit. Loses his footing behind the net. Loses an edge. At even strength, period comes to an end. And it was, I'd say, Cody, the story of this period. The 2 shorthanded goals for IHA, putting them up 4-2 here, heading into the final 20 minutes of regulation.
Yeah, definitely a strong penalty kill, and Usually if it's your power play that's not able to get anything going, you almost hope that the other team doesn't take any more penalties, especially with how strong the IHA penalty kill has been so far today. But you can imagine Rick McConnell and Ernie Sutherland, the two coaches for the U17 team, are going to have some words for the boys and try to rectify some of those issues we did see on those unsuccessful power plays.
Yeah, like obviously you don't want to get into penalty trouble, but when your penalty kill is able to operate the way IHA has been able to, I mean, the Buffaloes, I will say, have gotten better once they have gotten into the offensive zone, moving the puck around as their power plays have gone along. But overall, one mistake from the Buffaloes and just that speed from IHA has been killing them today.
Yeah, and another thing, with that strong penalty kill, you think it almost gives IHA that opportunity to play a little looser, knowing that they are having such a strong penalty kill that if they do get into penalty trouble, that especially today, they're able to generate offensively as well as shut down defensively. So I think it gives a little extra leeway for IHA and a little looseness, and gives them a bit of an advantage to play a little bit, like I said, looser here.
Well, we will talk more about the second period here coming up on this intermission, the second intermission on ASTV Productions. The score 4-2 for International Hockey Academy after the first 40 minutes. Shots are even at 25 apiece. I'm Graham Forsyth, play-by-play commentator, joined by Cody Wall. We'll be back for the more talk here about the second period. Playing the second intermission. But Cody, got to tell us about the second period sponsor man out with Carson.
Welcome back to Blackjack Stewart Arena here. Graham, you with me here?
Oh, I sure am, Cody. I sure am. How are you doing? After getting a drink of water, as he told me.
Yeah, I just had to get my throat ready for this third period. I think we're going to have some nonstop action here. I think the Buffalo are going to come out a bit harder, and we're going to have to see if IHA is going to be able to match what we think Piot Mound is going to be able to put forth here.
Yeah, I'd have to think that the Buffaloes will be coming out hard in this third period. Just looking at the score, down by 2, and something they're definitely not happy with is giving up 2 goals when they were on the power play, 2 shorthanded goals, and that just came down to the counterattack from IHA. As we saw, they used their speed on both of their both their shorthanded goals, and really the Buffaloes getting caught thinking that they have the advantage having one extra person out. Wasn't the case on those 2 shorthanded goals, and it costed them because IHA just with their counterattack, their speed, a bit too much for the Buffaloes to handle.
Yeah, and we had mentioned it was in part from some passes that weren't necessarily on the tape, and that's something I think that the Buffalo are gonna want to work on here in the third period, is make sure take a step back, settle down a little bit, and their biggest downfall so far, I think, has been their ability to get the puck and pass it around to their teammates and generate any sort of momentum off of that.
Yeah, I totally agree there, Cody. Like, you talk about it, making that first pass successfully is so huge because it creates momentum for yourself going up the ice to know that, hey, I got puck possession, we're gaining a bit more confidence here. The Buffaloes just haven't been able to do that throughout this game, and it has also resulted in them having trouble breaking into the zone. They'd be resulting into dumping it in rather than carrying it in and getting a shot off of the rush. Definitely things the Buffaloes need to clean up here, not only in this game tonight, moving forward in the last 20 minutes of regulation, but also for the last 2 games that they're going to play on Saturday, tomorrow, and on Sunday morning.
For sure, and if you're looking for positives, that last sequence there in the last minute or so definitely was reassuring for the Piot Mound coaching staff. They were able to generate a number of shots there in the dying minute of the second period, able to get about 3 or 4 high-quality shots there. Hopefully, the Buffaloes are going to be able to kind of keep that momentum that they were able to generate there late and propel it into the third period here to make a comeback.
And I think when you take a look at it, like, they were on the power play for almost the remaining 2 minutes of that second period, and they, as power plays have gone along for this team, even though they have given up the 2 shorthanded, they have been moving around the puck better and better in the offensive zones. So I think it's just about making those passes better, receiving those passes better, not getting caught when that IHA team is shorthanded, because they can definitely make them pay. And I think for the Buffaloes as well is that you're not getting the cleanest looks in front. Got to go to those hard areas and bang away at it. A prime example of that being Sam Takahashi in the first to tie this game up.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, they're not going to be able to do it with the pretty plays today. That's definitely been evident for both teams. More so for Piot Mound, just to generate offense. But like you said, yeah, there's going to be highs and lows here, and you're going to have to depend on some of those greasy goals and greasy chances. We saw Laz Constant there doing a great job on, I believe it was the second power play, screening the goaltender, and almost was able to tip one by Cotro there in the second period.
And with playoffs on the horizon very soon, that's what you're going to be getting in the playoffs to have success. The teams who can get into those dirty areas successfully, bang away those garbage goals into the net, are going to have more success. The Buffaloes definitely need to go into, I feel like, more into that style of game that comes in the playoffs in this game, which is banging away in front of the net, getting into those dirty areas. And but it all stems down to, like we've been talking about, just moving the puck around better, and that will lead to better puck possession and will result to some better things for the Buffaloes if they are able to do that. But they got to figure it out.
Yeah, it'll start here from the opening face-off here in the third period, and they're going to want to, like you mentioned, not just get a good showing here in the third period to salvage this game, but with seeing this opponent two more times, you're going to want to get some momentum and get some grace here, and maybe learn a little bit here on your opponent.
Yeah, and Cody, moving away from this game here for a moment, some positive news if you are a Winnipeg Jets fan out there. I know you are, Cody. The Jets just tied it up against the Dallas Stars. Paul Stastny at 13:38 in the second.
Yeah, and speaking of those Jets, those pesky Jets right in that murky middle, not able to be in a playoff spot here right now, but luckily for the teams here in the CSSHL, I do believe all teams in this U17 are going to be going to playoffs, and lucky for them, they do get to take a bit of a road trip and go to a bit of a showcase for their playoffs.
Yeah, and as much as it is nice to, experience the small-town feel of small-town Piot Mound in Manitoba, definitely will be nice for these boys to get out and see some very nice sights down in Penticton, BC.
Yeah, I've never personally been to Penticton myself there, Graham, but definitely a place that I do think would be interesting to see someday, and lucky for these boys, they do get a chance to see it in their near future.
Well, the puck is dropped here. We are underway for the third period of action now. It's IHA with a high shot to start things off there on Miles Gordon. He turns it away with the blocker. It's the Buffaloes looking to break out here. They are able to do that. Trying to chase down the puck there. Rockland Hay. Izzy Amy now on the forecheck as well there for support. Gets the puck down low, but IHA gets it out. And we'll say one thing that has helped the Buffaloes in terms of making good first passes. One area, at least, has been those D-to-D passes here today.
Yeah, that's definitely been an area. They have been able to get some crisp passes if you are looking for positives.
And now in around the Buffaloes net. In the corner now, IHA working with it, keeping possession. Almost looked like the Buffaloes got it out, but they weren't able to. It's sent wide of the net into the corner. Chipped around the glass. And now giving chase there is Petrenko. Petrenko giving it her all there.
Yeah, Petrenko's one of those guys you think who's probably going to be wanting to, before the end of the season here, tick his first goal as a Piot Mound Buffalo, but so far still sitting at 0 for the year.
That surprises me because I swear we saw him score. You're talking about regular season play, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you know what? It must be regular season on my stat sheet here.
Makes sense because he did have he has one goal in 22 total games on the Piot Mound Hockey Academy website at piotmoundhockeyacademy.com. But Petrenko's definitely been that guy that I feel like, Cody, he's been a guy that out there to try to give his team a spark of energy with just how hard he plays.
Yeah, for a lack of a better word, he's really got that P and V that coaches really like.
Gordy Tummelson been rubbing off on you there, Cody. He uses that term quite a bit.
You got to appreciate a good term, and Gordy definitely rubbed off a good one on me.
Appreciate the greatness, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It is sent into the IHA zone now. The Buffaloes battling. I believe that's Laz Constant trying to make a move. Loses the puck. Shot on net. Rebound there. And the Buffaloes with some good chances, but could not quite solve. Cotro there will get a face-off with 17:41 left in the third period in the IHA zone.
Yeah, nice shot there by Chartrand. Cotro kind of bobbled it, and Laz Constant tried to dig away there. Taking a little bit of pushing and shoving there for his efforts, but, cooler heads did prevail.
It's going to be Sam Takahashi on the face-off. He is actually going to be kicked out of the face-off circle, and that means Zane Price will be taking it. Face-off won by the Buffaloes, up to Chartrand. Chartrand shot through traffic, rebound there! And turned aside by Cotro, and we were talking about it, Cody. The Buffaloes needing to get to those dirty areas. Well, in the prime scoring areas here on the rebounds, just can't solve Cotro here, so definitely a positive you got to like from the Buffaloes here early on, even though it is early in this period. But Sam Takahashi with it. He shoots wide of the net, hit his stick going through. Playing it off the backboards. It's up to Chartrand now. His shot wide of the net. He's looking for a tip through that traffic. Did not get one. Zane Price with it now. Zane Price out towards the front of the net. Covered up nicely there by IHA. Sam Takahashi sends it down low. Zane Price, the closest Buffaloes player to the puck. He's going to be battling along the boards. Takahashi coming in for support now. Sam Takahashi sends this one out of play. We'll get a stoppage in the play here with 16:50, 4-2 lead for IHA in this third period.
And so far, Piot Mound has come out of the gates here in the third period looking good. They have been moving their feet a lot more. They've been making a lot more direct routes to the IHA player when they do have the puck, and it does look like they are able to create a little extra pressure and take some of that time and space that we did see IHA have early away.
Jason Swampy now, his shot, I believe, went wide of the net. Gordon might have gotten a piece of it. I'm not too sure what happened on that one. Did he hit the net there?
Yeah, it looked like that one was just wide. I don't believe Gordon did get a piece of that one.
Bo Bannerman now kicks this to the outside. The Buffaloes, could not make that second pass. It's still in the zone. Bo Bannerman with it now. Skating it up. Big man looking to wheel it. Going around. Bo Bannerman still on it. And Bannerman is going to reverse it off of the backboards there. It's in the possession of Matthew Floyd. Floyd getting this up to the point, but is chipped out by IHA. In the neutral zone now. On the ice. There's sprawling was Floyd. It's on net and a save made by Cotro.
And just speaking of Floyd, nice to see him back out there. I know earlier it did look like he was a little hesitant in the second period to get off, and but it is nice to see that both Constant and Floyd were able to stay in the game here and see if they can be contributing factors here.
Now it's sent off the boards, out of the IHA zone now. Getting a stick on the puck there was Matthew Floyd, and covered up there by Miles Gordon coming way out of his net. And it does seem like, Cody, that there is quite a bit of a delay because that whistle went before even Gordon covered up that puck.
Yeah, it must be a little bit of a delay there on your end. We are trying to work with it here and trying to figure out our best way.
Yeah, we'll be figuring things out here all weekend long. We really haven't used this feature at all this season, besides for our big 1-hour special show that we did for Game of the Year in the CSSHL earlier on in the 2021-2022 season. But thank you to all the viewers for tuning in tonight. Great to be here with you on this Friday. Graham Forsyth on play-by-play, along with Cody Wall on color. I'm in my house right now in Winnipeg. Cody's down in Piot Mound. It's cool to be connecting like this, but it is the Buffaloes trailing 4-2 here. If you are just tuning in, the scoreboard shown on the right-hand side of our broadcast screen, and of whatever screen you're watching it on. But it is IHA going to a power play here.
IHA is actually going to be going on the penalty kill again. It was number 2 in Tim Boucher who gave a cross-check or a shove to the Piot Mound defender there right in front of the referee, and referee said, no, we're not going to let this game get out of hand. And he tacked on 2 minutes for Boucher there.
And I do believe it might actually be pronounced Boucher, Cody. I'm thinking.
I hope. You know what? You're probably right there, Graham.
But here is IHA coming in, and they dump it in. But once again, just the speed there from the two forwards from IHA in evidence as they had a counterattack.
Yeah, this counterattack that they have on the penalty kill here is just, relentless today. Just firing on all cylinders and able to generate and create problems for Piot Mound here when they are on the man advantage. And I think we have lost Graham there for the time being. Puck goes to the point, and Bo Bannerman. Buffalo send that to Constant. Constant down along the half boards. He sends that behind the net to Price. Price up to Bannerman. Bannerman looking, and he fumbles that puck. Good. He manages to recuperate it. Price is going to bring that back, and he's going to get into a puck battle with Swampy. Swampy able to strip that from Price. Price able to strip that right back. And it's going to go to Keegan Leach. Leach tries to send that up to Kustermans. Kustermans not able to get a stick on that one. And Keegan Leach there going to battle with Tayson Swampy. Leach able to get the better hand of Swampy there.
Well, Cody, I am back. I almost thought I wasn't going to be able to get back in there, but still on a power play here for the Buffaloes, it seems.
Yeah, still on a power play here, Graham. Welcome back. It was some pressure there by IHA, but luckily Piot Mound has been able to starve off the pressure here so far.
Now it's Last Constant with the puck. He tries getting that to Sheward. Last Constant still battling with it down low. Still battling is Constant. Constant comes out with the puck. Battle win, gets that to Chartrand. Chartrand down low now to Sheward. Sheward tries working this past a IHA defenseman to a teammate. Finally does to Constant. Constant now takes this to the net. Constant jamming away at it. Still there, but it's going to be a puck that's covered by Cotro.
Yeah, and Constant there really trying to just force that puck in there in the corner, but Cotro stood tall and was able to hold his ground there.
Well, I don't want to toot my own horn here or anything, Cody, but seems like what I was talking about, the Buffaloes put into practice.
Yeah, Graham, I always appreciate when, the teams that we're covering are able to make us look like geniuses when our calls come true after we make them.
Genius may be a far stretch for me here, Cody, but...
Well, we won't go there yet, Graham, but, a couple more times and we'll give you the genius label there.
Well, I'll have to work my way up to that term then, hey?
It might take a little while here.
Yeah. You're just being mean now. So.
No, I'm not trying to be mean to you.
I know, I'm kidding. We're having some fun here tonight on this Friday night, everybody. In the first half of this third period of play, it is IHA up 4-2 on the Buffaloes. IHA sending it into the Buffaloes' own end. It's in the neutral zone now. Buffalo's pressuring, that is Matthew Floyd. And Matthew Floyd gets taken out there. Ref's just letting him play. As if I were Floyd, I might be arguing for interference there.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm starting to think maybe there's a couple of nicks in the ice. We've seen a number of players take a tumble there, and so far hasn't resulted in any injuries yet, but definitely seen some players go down at untimely instances.
Matthew Floyd tried sending that to a teammate. I think he got it on net, but it's Jade Wendigo with it now. Wendigo ends up losing that puck. possession of it at least. And we'll be seeing a tripping penalty coming up here.
Yeah, and I do believe we're going to see it come to number 6 in Matthew Floyd. Just going to get some confirmation here. And, yep, it does look like number 6, and Matthew Floyd is going to the box, and Piot Mound is going to go on their second penalty kill of the game here.
What a time for IHA to go up 3 in this game. We'll have to see what happens. Taysom Swampy was on the draw. He's with this puck down low. He's on the puck down low. Ends up getting that to the point. It's back to Taysom Swampy now. Back pass to his D-man. Shot ended up going wide of the net. That is Sam Jossenet out at the point. Jossenet, therefore, it doesn't end up getting the puck. That's to his D partner, and now that one turned over out of the Buffalo zone here in the early stages of their penalty kill. A missed pass there from IHA, but they recover from it. Breaking out on this power play. And in the blind spot there, is there a scrum happening?
Yeah, looks like we got a scrum there. Puck in the feet of Sam Takahashi, and looks like the linesmen are going to blow that one down, and we are going to get a face-off. IHA is going to go elect for a 4-man line change, as the Buffaloes look like they're just going to get a swap of some defensemen here, and we're going to have a face-off just to the blocker side of Miles Gordon.
And now sent out by the Buffaloes. Sam Takahashi, forward one for the Buffaloes in, looking to win this puck battle down low. But it is in IHA's possession still. Sent up into the neutral zone. Here comes IHA breaking in. Draw pass to the point. Now it is still with 40-plus seconds here on the power play for IHA. But the Buffaloes here, Cody, doing a really good job on this penalty kill once again. And that was something they did really well, was shutting down this IHA team on their first penalty they had this game.
Yeah, definitely. Special teams on the way of power play definitely hasn't been their strong suit, but luckily for the Buffalo, they have been able to get their penalty kill running at a good clip here in today's game. That is something that they often do struggle with being the last placed penalty kill team in the CSSHL.
So definitely looking a lot better on the penalty kill here in tonight's game than as opposed to the season.
Yeah, definitely some improvement as the season has came later on here. Looking for probably a little bit more improvement on that power play going forward for the rest of this weekend.
No doubt. And, you know, even though the stats, like you look at it, where the Buffaloes are at in the standings, the amount of goals they have and the amount of goals they've given up, even though the numbers look pretty bad in terms of the statistics that they put up, definitely a team that has improved as this year has gone along, and we've seen that. And speaking of the Buffaloes, here they come, a 2-on-1 opportunity. Constant tried dragging that back to shoot, but a nice stick there by IHA.
Yeah, nice play there, developing, but unfortunately some solid defensive play there by IHA to break it up.
Now that pass going off of the stick of Corey Nilsson. It's down for an icing, and we will get a face-off in the Buffalo zone with 7:36 remaining in this third. But going back to that point I was making about the Buffaloes, yes, they have struggled this season. They are in 10th place. This is a team with a lot of new players to the program, and a team that has gotten better as the season has gone along if you look at the scores.
Yeah, definitely. There's been lots of players who have made strides. I know a player I like to point out who I think has made a lot of some of the more notable strides is Corey Nilsson. His foot speed I've seen lately picked up. Another player I really like is Easy Amy. But there's a number of guys who have, had leaps and bounds of development here this year.
Yeah, and you almost got to think, could Corey Nilsson maybe fit a bit better in the Buffalo's forward group as time goes along here with this time in Piot Mound? It will be interesting to see, not only for the rest of this weekend, but, what happens moving forward into next year when he's with this program.
Yeah, for sure, and that's definitely a good opportunity for some of these players that are on this U17 team now picking up, Piot Mound picking up a U18 team. Oh, a big hit there behind the play by Zane Price. And it does look like Zane Price is going to be getting called for head contact there. Looked like maybe a flying chicken wing there, and Zane Price is going to go 4 minutes, I believe, for head Nope, does look like they did signal 2 minutes. Thought I caught the 4 on the referee's hand there, but looks like Buffalo are going to go to another penalty kill here today.
Yeah, and, I didn't really see that play there, Cody, but definitely a very costly penalty for the Buffaloes here in this game. It's better that it's not 4 minutes, though, only 2.
Yeah, definitely got to count your blessings. They're not going to be missing a guy like Zane Price who can, do some damage, create some opportunity, and, is able to get the puck up when he does have the chance. So he will be somebody who the Buffaloes will be missing out there today for this next penalty kill,
I would say this has probably been the Buffaloes' best period so far, and they have been rewarded in the shot totals. 34-29, they lead. We will get another face-off coming up here, but IHA on the power play here with a 2-goal lead. 1:36 left on the Zane Price penalty.
Yeah, they definitely have been doing some more good things. I know earlier on we had pointed out some of their passing had been getting better as this third period had started, and they're definitely making some strides here as this game has progressed.
And now played up the boards was that puck, and we will be getting a whistle here. Not quite sure what for.
Looks like Miles Gordon there covering it up. Sorry for all you guys at home.
And it is hard to tell here what is going on at times from being at home. We'll get all these difficulties sorted out as this weekend goes along, though, for sure.
Yeah, definitely a learning curve here, and like you said, Graham, we're going to work on it as this weekend goes on, and we'll fix it for all you guys at home and perfect it as we do continue on.
Still with 58 seconds left on this Zane Price penalty. There's IHA in the Buffalo zone here, looking to strike here on this power play to extend the lead to 5-2.
Yeah, and a strong penalty kill here. They're going to want to close it out with just under a minute left. Starting with a face-off win would be a plus for the Buffalo.
They did not get that. It is going to be up to Glukov. Glukov with the puck ends up sending that one wide of the net. It's going to be sent across now for number 3, I believe, of IHA.
Yep, that is Trey Schofield.
Schofield's shot going to be wide of the marker. Glukov now trying to evade Schuwert. He ends up putting the pass to Wemp. And now it's sent down low. Getting the puck back now, number 9 and Deal. Deal going across, and there's a shot attempt that misses the net out of the Buffalo's own end. And as the time expires on this penalty, another successful kill for the Buffaloes, but with just under 5 remaining in the game now, the Buffaloes still down 2-0. What do they have left in the tank? Can they find a second gear here? And that is going to be a stop and cover made there by Miles Gordon.
Yeah, they're definitely, I think if Piot Mound is going to have a chance to get back into this game, it's going to come from the stick of Sam Takahashi. I've seen him just buzzing around today. He's been playing all facets. He's been playing even strength, penalty kill, power play. I just love to see his minutes today. I bet you they're upwards to the 25 minutes in this game.
That looked like it was a tripping, but it almost looked like Jordan Kusterman's got caught in the head there. I don't believe he did, but...
Yeah, it looks like, maybe just the way it looked, but because it does look like they did call a tripping on number 37 and Sam Pickering, and we are going to see the Pilot Mound Buffaloes go to another Supplement King power play.
Shot wide of the net. Looked like it got tipped on the way there. It's up to the point to Leach. The Buffaloes need something on this power play to get back into this game here. They are in it, but down by 2. Keegan Leach now, his shot ends up being blocked, can't get to the net. IHA, what will they do? They hold it in their own end for just a split second, and then they send it out. Rather a brief moment, not a split second. Last Constant banging the ice for the puck. He comes towards where the puck is to get it. Last Constant getting rubbed out there and taken down. And Last Constant on the puck once again. Constant tried sending that to Emerson Sheward. And Constant here losing his edge once again.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed on this Pilot Mound power play, I think they give IHA too much time with this regroup. I know sometimes you need to regroup to get everything set up, but looking at it, it looks like it gives IHA time to catch their breath and get some fresh skaters on. And with those fresh skaters, they have been able to, cause some problems for the Buffalo.
The Buffalo here with just over 30 seconds remaining in their power play. Last Constant protecting the puck. He goes up to the point to Leach. Leach shot. He shoots. Rebound there. The Buffalo's unable to track it, though.
That one was just trickling by, a loose stick or a right-placed Pilot Mound Buffalo, and we would be at a one-goal game here.
It's a game of inches, as I've said here before on the network. Let's see if the Buffaloes can have something there. It scores! Last Constant gets this game cut to 1-goal lead for the International Hockey Academy.
And Last Constant coming by, trying to get the boys riled up with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left. I do believe we got a game here, Graham.
Was that goal scored off a rebound there, Cody?
Yeah, it was a nice shot there from the point from Chartrand, and Constant just going to the net, was able to get 2 opportunities on it, and on his second one was able to get that one past Cotreau.
Do the Buffaloes have some magic in them to come back in this game? We saw it earlier on in the year, back when IHA was actually in Pilot Mound in November. And they weren't playing, but it was the Buffaloes with a strong third period to come back against Prairie Hockey Academy, a game they would eventually win in a shootout. A shot on net, rebound there. Rebound still loose. Can IHA put it away? No, puck's still loose out in front. The Buffaloes get it out.
And is that save going to be a turning point for the Buffaloes? Able to keep it to within 1? Are they boys going to be able to rally off of Miles Gordon's last-ditch effort there?
Now Last Constant sent that across. It's back down low now. The Buffaloes pressuring. Sam Takahashi out there along with Constant. Chartrand as well on the screen is what I can see. Kustermans gets that out in front to Constant there. But the Buffaloes can't come away with another goal there. Just over a minute and 30 seconds remaining in this third period. Can the Buffaloes get some late game magic here to tie it up? Something that they have been able to do at points this year. We're coming up on about a minute to play here soon. 1:14 left in this third period. What do you think the likeliness is of us seeing Rick McConnell calling a timeout here soon?
And I do believe you are calling the future there, Graham, because just as you were talking about it, Laz Constant came out and did signal that Rick McConnell does want to call timeout here, get the boys rallied, get some fresh some fresh lungs out there, and it does look like Miles Gordon, I do think, is going to be heading to the bench here for the remainder of this game.
Well, that does it for me, Cody. I'm going to quit the broadcasting business and become a genie.
There you go. A Jeannie Graham.
Jeannie Graham is the name. Might have to work on the name a bit, but I like the start. But for the Buffaloes here, obviously a minute 14 left in this game. You have Miles Gordon pulled. What do you think the strategy for them is going to be here, Cody, to try to get one more in this last push?
You know, I'm going to go with try finding Sam Takahashi. You know, he has looked phenomenal for the Buffaloes today. He has definitely been one of the bright spots. I can't say there's really been too many negatives from his game today. So I do think get the puck to Takahashi and see what he can do. He's just been all over the ice today.
Keegan Leach rims us around to Sam Takahashi. Takahashi takes a bump but keeps going. Last Constant with the puck now. Constant sends that up to Leach, but Leach can't cradle the pass. Will not cost him yet, though. He sends that to Chartrand.
And we got a loose puck here right by the players' bench in that no-see area for all you guys at home.
Under a minute remaining now. The Buffaloes in the neutral zone need to get it into the IHA zone here. And the Buffaloes do just that, but they're unable to hold the line.
And right in the blind spot, Riel Chartrand grabs possession of that puck and puts it down into the IHA zone.
Over 20 seconds remaining in this game only now. Turnover, and it's sent out of the Buffaloes zone. Doesn't get too far, though. Chartrand off the boards. The Buffaloes need to go now. What do you got, fellas? Can they get one more opportunity? IHA looking to eat this puck. It's Takahashi, Constant there, loose puck. And it won't be enough time. The Buffaloes drop this one. IHA takes the win. And the last place team in the league, a team who they've had close games against the Buffaloes in all the matchups prior to this one this season. Well, another game that went down to the wire, as it is 4-3 the final for IHA in the first of 3 games this weekend. And looks like the linesman not too happy about something that's going on right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that was in reference to, Graham. I did see, as the time did tick down, there was somebody who maybe was talking to the officials there, but I don't think any repercussions for any of the players here. All the young men here being respectful to the linesmen, and that's something you always want to see. With an issue trying to find men and women to officiate our game here in hockey, you gotta make sure you respect those stripes, and that's something we saw from both teams here today.
And it truly is a thankless job being a referee, because they don't get much praise out there, Cody. And they're out here to make this game happen for all the players, because without a ref, we wouldn't be playing this game here tonight and all the games that do take place in organized sports. Yeah,
for sure. They're definitely, like you said, Graham, it's a thankless job, and you got to appreciate the stripes.
Well, should we just dive into the post game right now? We're not taking another commercial break, I'm assuming?
No, we'll just dive into the post game right now there, Graham. Was, like you said, very entertaining game, as it did get down to the nitty-gritty there. Piot Mound trying to make it a game, but unfortunately not able to pull off the Cinderella story.
They've cleared the scoreboard now, but the final score was 4-3 for International Hockey Academy. Shots were 37-35 in favor of the Buffaloes. Miles Gordon getting the loss for the Buffaloes in net today, and Mason Cotreau getting the win for IHA. Let's start off with the Buffaloes goaltender, since that is the home team that is playing this weekend, and the team that is paying us the big bucks here, Cody, to broadcast these games. But Miles Gordon, his performance today, what you thought about it?
I thought Miles Gordon looked good. Kind of had some instances where I don't really fault him. He had some some breakaways and some odd man rushes that, with if the power play was able to kind of have a little bit stronger impact on this game, those are opportunities I don't think Miles Gordon would have seen. And if you're looking at the even strength goals, they were quite difficult goals for him. You can't fault him on it. Really, I do think he looked good. He did, like you said, face over 30 shots and, stood tall other than a couple of special teams lapses.
Let's move over to Mason Cottrell now. Made, let's see here, 34 saves on 37 shots. And I know 2 of those goals at least were goals off of rebounds. Obviously, Sam Takahashi getting his own rebound there in the first period. But for the Buffaloes, for Mason Cottrell, I guess, just his game today, what you saw from his game in the pipes.
Yeah, he really was tracking the puck well. I thought, those first opportunities, he was able to see, his team did a good job of clearing that center of the ice and able to let him see a lot of the shots. And when a goaltender at this level is able to see a majority of the shots, he is going to be able to stop them. And Mason definitely was up to the task there. And, like you said, the majority of goals that beat him today were rebounds and those second opportunities that, you can't fault a goaltender when he's sprawling trying to do those quick reflexes to find the puck. Throughout
the first 2 periods of this game, I would slightly give the edge to IHA, but for the Buffaloes, they were the only ones to score a goal in this third period, and I gotta say, out of the 3 periods that they played today, I definitely have to say that this was their most convincingly played period in terms of them having more of the shots, having more of the possession. Yeah, definitely the third period is when the Buffaloes seemed to come alive a bit. They were able to make it a game there, an entertaining game, one that, had me kind of on my toes there for the last 3-4 minutes with just opportunities coming for the Buffaloes. But, they're going to look to continue off of that strong effort here in that third period. And if you're looking for positives, they were able to win win this third period, like you said, Graham. Yeah, building some good habits heading into the final 2 games that they're playing this weekend. And we saw it on the goal that Laz Constant scored. Not the dirty area, but getting into those good areas for rebounds. And he was able to get into a prime scoring position to pick up that rebound, tracked it nicely, and was able to get there in good position and put it in. And for the Buffaloes, I got to say that their penalty kill looked good today. But one thing that they do need to work on, consistently moving forward, because yes, it did get better in the third period, but throughout the game, it caused them some issues, was making their passes successfully, receiving their passes successfully, and also, allowing this IHA team to break away into their own end, breaking into their own end on the power play. Yeah, definitely. The Buffaloes are going to look to shore up that puck possession, like you said, Graham. They're going to want to make sure that they're a little bit more sure of themselves tomorrow when these 2 teams are doing battle. And like you said, that was their biggest downfall. Was I would almost link it to communication. I wouldn't even just single it out to their passing. I feel like their communication was off for lots of parts of this game, and that factored into their issues with finding each other on the ice. Yeah, you're right. There's so much that goes into what happens out there on ice, and I feel like communication definitely a thing that they struggle with at times in this game, but something that definitely got better. Let's talk about IHA, and then we'll get into the players of the game here coming up. But for IHA, we'll talk about their overall game in just a moment, but that penalty kill, man, looked really strong for them today. And really was the difference in this game was those 2 shorthanded goals that they got. A lot of speed off of the counterattack that resulted in some good things and also causing turnovers.
Yeah, the penalty kill was definitely the story for IHA. Able to pick up 2 shorthanded goals, doubling matching the amount of even strength goals they were able to pull off today. And when you have a night like that, you're definitely gonna thank those penalty killers, those guys who are blocking the shots, getting their bodies in those stick areas, getting their sticks in the areas to knock pucks off, because we saw a number of active sticks that kind of were able to get in the lanes and chip pucks that were going from Buffalo to Buffalo and able to break up those plays.
Talk about overall, outside of the penalty kill, what you liked from this IHA team today for them to be able to, come away with this victory tonight.
Well, I like how they were able to use their speed. Guys like Tayson Swampy were notably speedsters out there. Anytime he had the puck on his stick, he was able to kind of flash those wheels and get around the Piot Mound defender. But there's a lot of other players out there that were able to use their speed to get to areas. I liked Caden Big Plume in that second period. That was where I kind of really noticed him the most, was when he was driving to the net, and he was able to pick up one of those goals for IHA, extending his lead in the goal column for him.
One more thing before we get into the players of the game. What's one thing you think what do you think IHA is going to have to do in tomorrow's matchup and just throughout the rest of the weekend to have the success they had today in terms of getting the victory?
Yeah, you know what? I don't think that taking penalties is going to be the recipe to their success. Obviously, today they were able to get lucky with their penalty kill. But, when you do take penalties, you do run the risk of running into a hot power play. And who knows, maybe tomorrow or today, Piot Mound has a cold power play. Who knows, tomorrow you take those 5-6 penalties that they took today, and Piot Mound does have the talent to put up a 5 or 6 goals on you on the power play. So for them, I think they're going to want to dial it back a little bit on the physicality going forward after seeing that Piot Mound was able to skate with them today, and that they were able to get some positives here in today's game.
Let's go to our players of the game now, Cody. I'll start off with you. Your player of the game for the Buffaloes and the International Hockey Academy.
So I'm going to start off with naming number 14 and Sam Takahashi, player of the game for the Buffaloes. He was just, his presence was dominant out there. Even though the Buffaloes did struggle, he had his feet moving throughout the whole game. He had an active stick and was able to, get his own rebound and get some points on the board today. So I'm going to go ahead and say Sam Takahashi is my player for the Buffalo. And, I'm going to go with an easy one for international as well. I'm going to go with the speedy Tayson Swampy. He was able to get 2 goals for his team, and I believe did pick up an assist on the 3rd goal to Caden Plume.
Do you have the stats here from all the goals in this game, Cody? Because this will depend on how I choose my players of the game here.
I don't currently have it in front of me, but you give me 1 second there, Graham. I will pull it up for you.
Sounds good. But I will, we'll fill the folks in at home on, the goals, the assists in this game, because I think that is something that would be nice for everyone to know here.
Yeah, just reeling for it there, Graham. I'm having a hard time. So it looks like, yes, the first goal did come from Tayson Swampy. Sorry, just having a little technical difficulties on my end here, Graham.
Yeah,
now
no
I got it. Now I got it pulled up. So it looks like Baden Cost got that 3rd goal, and then it was Caden Big Plume who had got the 4th goal shorthanded.
And for the Buffaloes, you know what? I'll just do it right now. I'll give my players of the game. So I'll start off with the winning team, IHA. You know, even though the shots were close and you did steal the player, I was thinking of Cody, but it's an obvious pick, honestly, Taysom Swampy. I'm going to go with Mason Cotreau. Even though he let in 3 goals today, I thought that Mason Cotreau played a really solid game and was able to stand tall in the pipes. I mean, when your team gets outshot and your goaltender is able to have the type of success that he had, even though they didn't get outshot by much, definitely got to be happy with that as a team. And I thought that Mason Cotreau looked solid in net today. And for the Buffaloes, I'm going to go with the guy who ended up cutting the lead down to 1. I thought he had a strong game. He was losing his edges a bit at times, losing his footing, but that's something that just happens. But it was last constant, just so many things he does well, whether that's down low in the zone, whether that's winning the puck battles, able to make space for himself and find the passing lanes, threading the needle. And we saw, you know, just his hockey IQ out there, his awareness to go into the right spot on that 4-3 goal. Obviously, his team came up a bit short, but Piot Mound's, you know, leading point getter this year in last constant, having another strong game for himself. And I think him and Sam Takahashi led the way in terms of the players that stood out for this Piot Mound team here today, along with Miles Gordon looked very well as well. But I'm going to go with last constant today for my player of the game.
Very good picks there from you, Graham. And, you know, we're going to have a chance to see these players in action again tomorrow when we are back at Blackjack Stewart Arena here for 5 p.m. tomorrow. We'll want to make sure you tune in tomorrow for our broadcast. We are going to be seeing IHA take on the Piot Mound Buffaloes here again. But as for today, I'm Cody Wall, your color commentator. Unfortunately, I do believe we did lose Graham there, but Graham was our play-by-play announcer today, and I just want to thank you guys all at home for staying tuned in for our post-game show, and I want to invite you guys back to tune in tomorrow when, like I said, we will be covering IHA versus Piot Mound tomorrow at 5 p.m. on the network.